Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick and speedy review of the Body Shop Camomile Sumptuous Cleansing Butter. Since I did my initial review on the Ordinary Squalene Cleanser, if you haven't seen that, I will link it up above. I was kind of more interested in trying other budget skincare options. Even though the Ordinary does fall into the budget category, I must say that £5.50, I think that's how much it costs for 50 ml of cleanser, isn't kind of super affordable. But I must say that I do think that that's a really good cleanser in terms of the quality of it, but it's just the packaging that I think really lets it down. So basically I went into the Body Shop because I've heard good reports on this one. I know a few people have been using it, so I thought that I would try it out and see what I think myself. I actually don't usually go to the Body Shop to buy my skincare products. I do often find that a lot of the stuff is focused on the way that it smells, and I don't really like the way that they fragrance their products in there personally. I think that a lot of this stuff is just a little bit too sweet and sickly for my personal taste. Now, they say this cleanser is suitable for sensitive skin. I know that chamomile is quite soothing and relaxing, and it's good for inflammation. So I thought that this could be a really good option for all skin types, but specifically for those with sensitive skin. And I have to say, this is kind of where I started to be a little bit disappointed in the product, because they really do sell it as, you know, the chamomile, good for sensitive skin. But when I looked at the ingredients list, which you can peel off on the back of the container, the last ingredient on this is chamomile. So the amount that's in it is very small, and you know, way up before that on the ingredients list, they've kind of used an artificial fragrance to give this its scent. So if someone has got particularly sensitive skin, then a cleanser with artificial fragrance probably isn't the best option. If your skin is super sensitive or just sensitive in general, then personally I would shop for a fragrance-free cleanser and not this. So I feel like the fact that they've got that it's suitable for sensitive skins, I don't think that that's a particularly good idea. I kind of think that the Body Shop gives the illusion that all of the products are natural. I certainly get that impression anyway, but they're definitely not all natural. Most brands that aren't natural do have a percentage of natural ingredients in the products anyway. So I just think that this is kind of on par with most standard non-natural products or brands on the market. It does contain some natural oils in this. There's olive oil, there's shea butter, but then there's also synthetic wax in this as well. So it's definitely not an all-natural one, but I suppose if you are formulating like a budget cleanser, then it might be kind of difficult to have an all-natural formula because they do tend to be more expensive. Now, as far as it goes as a cleanser, I think that this is just quite a good, simple cleanser. One thing that I've noticed with like budget cleansers that are like a gel or like a balm is that they kind of tend to be very watery compared to the more luxurious versions. So they kind of, yeah, they just like disappear in when you like rub them together in your hands kind of quickly, and they're less, you know, rich in the type of cleanser that you would really massage into your face. So I do feel like it can be a little bit deceiving, and you can end up having to use more of them than you would with a more expensive cleanser. So when you work it out cost per use, it doesn't always work out as affordable as you might think it would be. That is the thing that I would say about this, is that when I did like massage it into my face, I think that it's good. It will get the makeup and SPF off, but there's really kind of, in my opinion, there's no experience from using this. The fragrance does smell like really synthetic and kind of unnatural, which I don't really like personally. And then, yeah, it just does feel like a cleansing butter. It does feel kind of quite weak and watery on the skin. So as these types of cleansers go, it's definitely not the worst, but it's definitely not my favorite either. It does seem to hold up and get my makeup and SPF off relatively easily. I do find that I need to go in with a washcloth afterwards, otherwise it might just leave a slightly greasy film on the skin, which is perfectly normal with this type of cleanser. But I also think that going in with like a soft washcloth does just help ensure that you have removed all the SPF and makeup from your face. If you're using more of like a heavy duty full coverage foundation, then I'm not sure if this would be quite enough. You would definitely need to go in with a double cleanse, and then even then I'm not sure if this would be kind of gutsy enough to remove that kind of makeup. This costs £10 and you get 90ml of product, so it does actually work out around the same price as the ordinary one, which is 50ml of product, and I think it's about £5.50. So in terms of the quality of them, I'm sorry to do a comparison between the two, but it's just that it was after trying the affordable cleanser from the ordinary that kind of gave me the idea to look at other affordable cleansers. That's why I'm kind of comparing the two so much. But in terms of price, yeah, they kind of work out about the same based on the amount. I definitely prefer the packaging of this, but in terms of the quality of the cleansers, I definitely think that the squalene cleanser from the ordinary is a much better quality cleanser than this one. The thing that bothers me about that one is the tube packaging. I think tubes are generally really good because you can just squeeze them out. They're great if you're in the shower and that kind of thing, but it's just all air and no product in it, and I just really don't like it. Whereas with this, I just think that it's really handy because you can just scoop the product out, and it might not be so great if you are using it in the shower, but if you're using it at the sink, which is what I mostly do anyway, then it's just super easy to take the lid off, scoop it out, and it's also really easy to recycle afterwards. All in all, I think that it's an okay cleanser. It gets the job done. I've got this, so I'm going to use it up. I don't think that I would repurchase this again, but I'm definitely going to use it. So the way that I'm doing it right now is just using this as my first cleanse and then going in with something else afterwards. As a first cleanse, it is really good. And then you can go in with something that you would perhaps spend a little bit more money on. And then you can kind of base that second cleanse on the type of skin that you've got. So if you want something quite light and not too heavy, then you can go in with your gel or cream cleanser, or if you want something quite rich and more nourishing, then you can go in with an oil or balm cleanser. I do know that this is quite a popular cleanser and a lot of people have tried it and say that it's a good cleanser. So if you've used it before, let me know what you think in the comments, because I do always like to hear what you guys think, whether you agree with me or you don't. It is always nice just to get other people's opinions on different products. If you're not subscribed already, please do. There's lots of skincare content coming on Wednesdays and Sundays. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was useful. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.